Welcome back to another video and yet another maybe part of the series. Who knows what we get into here, but another Premier League prediction. We got some good games this weekend, so we're gonna
Okay.
take a quick look at another two games that we think are gonna be pretty good, very critical for these teams, and we'll see what you guys think. So let's get right into it and let's get to our predictions.
Oh, ready? Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
we're ready. Let's get it. All right, so like I said, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna talk about a couple games here that are coming up this weekend. So right now, we're thinking of maybe doing a little bit of a scoreboard to see how we're doing on these predictions, but we don't have anything set up yet. But as of right now, Dougie has guessed correctly on one game as a win, failed on the other, failed by the way on the other, just to make it nice and
Oh,
clear.
you're just saying that because you got both of them correct, then.
But I mean, undefeated. Let's just say that. But either way, let's just see how we do on this next one. And just to start off on the first game, we got a couple teams that are literally in the standings, no room for error because they're right next to each other in the standings. We got the third, I think, and fourth place team. We got none other than Brighton and Tottenham. So we're gonna take a look at how this goes. Dougie, what do you think?
Well, then, based on the performance that we just saw from Tottenham against Arsenal recently,
Mm-hmm.
Emerson being red carded, so he's not even going to get to play,
Yep.
and how well Brighton has been playing,
Of course.
I'm going to say Brighton with the dub. I'm going to lean towards them. And honestly, I feel like they had a similar run last year and then they kind of just fell off. So I just been waiting for the moment where they start losing, start going under in the table. But I know I'm not seeing that happen anymore. Now I think that they got me on that bandwagon where it's like, okay, maybe like they're that dark horse where they're just gonna keep pushing, be competitive
Yeah.
against everyone. If Leicester City did it at one point and they ended up winning, you know what? Let me believe that Brighton is a good team. They got talented players. So yeah, I think Brighton's gonna end up winning.
All right, that's a great prediction. I mean, we'll get into the score later, but I don't know. I see how Brighton's doing, and like you said, maybe they do have a fall off in the near future. As of right now, I think Pascal Gross, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure, but I think the way him and McAllister are playing in the mid, they're playing really well and they're clicking really well. And I think last week, their attacker Trossard got a hat trick as well. And man, they look good at times, but then again, Liverpool didn't look that good against them at those times. So maybe it was Liverpool lacking a little bit that let them get to that spot where they're winning 2-0 in a game. But Brighton looks good. And like you said, Tottenham's going to be missing Emerson. Hopefully, it's not that big of a difference. But
Tro- Trossard though, he's doing good, and he's been playing at left back, left wing back, left mid, and been playing striker, and he's been performing well at every position. So no,
yeah, he can be a big difference just because the way he plays and how he can play anywhere. Like you said, you can put him anywhere on the field and he can perform for you. Back to Tottenham, I mean, I said this last week. If Son has a good game and they're able to click with the attack, they'll play well. But if that attack is not clicking and they're not able to sync up and be fluid in their attack, this it's just not going to work out. I mean, they have big names up top, like last week where Charleston, Kane, and they had Son all up top. They all started. They didn't click that well, and even though they had moments where you could see good counterattack or they had good chances, they're not there at chemistry yet. So hopefully they're able to build that throughout the season. But as of right now, they look good still, but I think it'll be a tie.
a
So I think it's
tie.
going to be a tie this time. And I don't think the standings move. I think they're going to stay where they are. And by the way, Brian is a game down. So you got to remember that. I think they only have 7 games played compared to 8 games for Tottenham, or I think vice versa. So
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
them,
one game less. Yeah.
because Brighton's got canceled, I believe. So they're a game down. Either way, they're still close, and we'll see. We'll see how this goes. What do you think? Who's the X factor for your teams? That's what we're doing next.
I think I'm gonna continue where Trolls are right now,
Yeah,
and I think he's just been doing really well. Again, he's been playing well in every position, but I think coming off a hat trick against a team like Liverpool, yes, it may not be the same Liverpool that we're used to seeing. They might not be playing at the same level, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
still the name Liverpool. So as a player, you just like, you know what, like we're up to 0. Didn't secure the bag. So that's kind of on the top of my head. It's like, no, we need to do better. We need to secure a
Mhm.
win this next game. But you know what? I also just get a hat trick against a team like Liverpool. I'm feeling good about myself right now. Like I'm feeling unstoppable. I've been playing great soccer, great football, and like my team is what top 3 with the game less. So I'm feeling pretty confident. Not gonna lie, I like as a coach Brian too. Like I go at this game like we're the better team and we're going for the win.
Ooh, confidence. Hey, they might go in like that. I mean, for me, I like the way Pascal's playing. Uh, he might not get an assist every game, but he definitely makes a big difference. I think he moves the midfield. He's the rock of the midfield right now. McAllister is that player that creates that extra attacker sometimes and can create a lot of more space for the attackers. But as far as Pascal grows, I mean, he's phenomenal, man. If you watch him play, he's great at positioning himself for plays. He's great at recovering and coming back up the field and attacking. Um, I'm not saying he's a top level center mid in the Premier League. I mean, there's better players than him, I believe, but he is definitely playing at a high level where he's able to move his team and create a lot of opportunities. Now, that being said, Brighton doesn't have a lot of goals expected this season. Like they're not a scoring team that scores, a lot of goals, but they do have times where they're able to, attack and create a lot of chances and score. And they're also a team, by the way, that only Everton has conceded fewer Premier League goals than Brighton. And Everton only has conceded 7. Brighton has only conceded 8. So in what is it, 9 matches now? They've only conceded 8 goals. So that's less than a goal per game. So their defense and their mid holding down to make sure they don't get goals. So we'll see. We'll see how they do it against Tottenham. But Pascal, that's my man.
Very good
He's gonna be
stat.
the
I did not
difference.
know that. And I think part of the reason though when you said like they don't have like high like expected goals, on the other side, like I forgot player honorary mention, Danny Welbeck. Uh
Yep.
he even in games where Brian has scored a lot of goals, he hasn't. So I feel like he still has to wake up also. Like he needs to get better form. Not saying he's playing bad because the team is winning and he's still doing the right movements, being in the right places, playing for the team. But
Mhm.
I would like to see him score, and I wouldn't be surprised if he scored against Tottenham.
Hey, that would be a headline. I would not mind that at all. So final prediction for me, I think it's 2-2. Brian ties with Tottenham. And maybe an assist from Gross. And maybe a goal from Son. Hot takes.
Yeah, you're going with the
Hot
full
takes.
long stuff. Like, okay.
As far as the scoreboard, I'm saying a tie. We'll see if I get that part right, but I got my hot takes there. We'll see what happens this weekend.
Ah, man, this is always the hard part right here. But
This is the prediction. Yep.
Brighton being at home, I'm gonna go with them winning 3-2.
Ooh,
It'll be
squeezing it
a
out.
great game. They'll squeeze it out with the fans on their back, cheering for them. Um, and yeah, I think Danny Welbeck scores a goal. Trossard scores a goal. You know what? I'll even say McAllister scores. But if all three
Ooh.
of them scores, dude, I'm about to go to another state. and play some casinos.
Wow. Hey, that's a hot take if I ever seen one, man. You're already guessing all 3 goals, so we'll see. And speaking of goals, speaking of scoring, both of these teams have played these next teams we're going to talk about. And these next teams are none other than Arsenal and Liverpool, which is, I think, the best matchup of the weekend. I think both of these teams have something to prove. And if we get right into it, Arsenal looks so much better than Liverpool. And I'm not just looking at standings here. I'm looking at the way they've been playing. I'm looking at the way the midfield works. We just went over the last video how they beat Tottenham and how their attack is so fluid. It's so in sync right now with chemistry. It's hard to stop them from scoring. And the defense is solid as well. So Arsenal, I think, has the better team. Liverpool, I think they got to start trying to use Darwin and Firmino. So they got to find a
Really?
they gotta find some kind of mix between them because Firmino when he comes in he can still create a difference. He still makes a difference. And Darwin's their big signing, so he's gotta bring in the heat too. So other than that, their defense is not the best, but who knows? I don't know what you think about that, but that's
No,
my analysis on both of them.
I don't know if I've told you this, but like Firmino's like one of my favorite players. I think he is absolutely underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he's as good or better than Benzema, but it reminds me of the time where like Benzema was very underrated because everybody was focusing on the scoring aspect as their strikers.
Yeah.
But they're the type of strikers that know how to assist, know how to create, know how to build up plays and be at the right place at the right moment. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're full, complete strikers. Um, so that's part of the reason why we see Firmino continuing to start as Darwin continues to struggle. Let's see. But I do agree Arsenal is just is looking too good right now. Um, I think Zinchenko came back against
He did. He did.
Tottenham, and you could just tell the difference right there too. Just the more confidence that the team even had with having him back and being able to play very well together.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he's a left back, that's just an added outlet in the attack because he goes up a lot. We saw him doing that back in Man City too when he got a chance to play. So I think right now, even though Liverpool is still like a bigger name, and I'm still hopeful that they'll wake up and do better. For this specific match, I don't see them beating Arsenal.
Wow. I think we're gonna have to agree on that one. I don't know. For my X Factor, I hate to sound like a broken record. And I hate to
Martinelli.
keep saying I don't understand, man. This Martinelli, man, he came in Arsenal and just he's adding so much elusiveness and so much extra, you know, like fire to the attack. I mean, you already have Jesus. You mentioned Saka being a great player with England and with Arsenal. He's doing great. So those three up front, including Odegaard, by the way, he plays great games as well. He has great vision and he's able to create plays as well. But man, Martinelli creates a lot, and he's really, I guess, unexpected. Like he can create a play out of nowhere. Like you'll see him out wide 1 second, but he's dribbling the ball and creating more space for somebody else in the next. So I don't know. He's gonna be my X factor again.
You know who's on the other side that does the same thing? Luis Diaz.
That's
Oh,
true.
good. But my X factor for Arsenal, though, I'm actually gonna take a look at the midfields because I think last game Liverpool lined up with Henderson, Thiago, and what's the other mid? I think I got it right here.
Was it Fabi? No.
Fabinho. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fabinho. Meanwhile, Arsenal lined up with Partey, Shaka, and Odegaard. I'm counting those as the midfielders because you got like two CDMs. Odegaard plays more like a cam, and Martinelli and Saka they're more like wingers.
Yeah.
Um, so I think for me, I'm gonna choose Odegaard because I don't think Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago are gonna be able to keep up with them. I don't even think they're gonna be able to keep up with Shaka, the midfield. Shaka. Um,
Yep.
so yeah, I'm gonna go with Odegaard. He's been doing well this season. He's been scoring. He's been assisting, and it's kind of nice to just see him back to this form after he kind of went MIA when he transferred to Madrid for a bit. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna stick with him. I think they Arsenal definitely wins the midfield battle.
Oh yeah, I like that pick. Odegaard definitely a baller. So the last question and the hardest one. What's your score prediction and any hot takes you got for this game?
Hmm. I'm gonna go with the home team again, as I mentioned. So this is gonna be Arsenal, and Arsenal. You know what? Arsenal wins 3-1 again. They win 3-1. Just the way they did against Tottenham.
Okay.
If Arsenal just scored 3 goals against Tottenham, Liverpool just got scored on 3 goals by Brighton.
Arsenal can do it.
Yeah, I think
Arsenal
so.
can do it.
Hot
Well,
takes? I don't know, man.
you don't know hot takes right now?
I think that was the hot take. 3-1. You know,
Maybe. I think Arsenal scores three too. I think they can get three past Liverpool. But I do think Liverpool still has scoring power. So I think they can get at least two past Arsenal. So I think it'll be 3-2. Close game. And maybe a late winner by Jesus. Hot take. Hot take. I'm just gonna say hot take right there.
they won it by Jesus.
Late winner by Jesus. Assist by one and only Martinelli. But either way, 3-2 is my take. I think Arsenal wins. I think they're the better team.
Does Darwin score?
Does Darwin score? Does he start? That's the thing. I mean,
Doubt it. I don't think he'll start.
that's another thing too. Who knows if he starts him or even puts him in the game later on? But he's gotta get back in form. I mean, they paid a lot of money for that guy, so he better start scoring. That's money that they need to be using.
You think a penalty is called in this game?
Gabriel did give one up. He did give one up against Tottenham, by the way. So could happen. I don't know if Liverpool will give it. Liverpool, I don't think will make mistakes like that, but who knows? We could be wrong. But there might be a penalty. Who knows?
You want to make this interesting?
Okay.
You don't sound convinced, man.
Well, what does interesting mean to you? That's the thing.
Loser or whoever gets the worst predictions buys the other one food.
All right. That's a bet. A
All
virtual
right.
handshake.
I buy you McDonald's, you buy me Cheesecake Factory.
Wait, why you say that after the shake? Okay. Yeah.
It
So
happened already, so
so we're gonna have to discuss this off camera here. So anyway, guys, we appreciate you guys coming on the video, and make sure you let us know what you guys want us to talk about right now. We like these predictions. We like the little series we got going. Maybe we'll keep it going. Let us know if you guys like it. We'll keep it up. We'll keep looking at these big
let
games.
us know. It's really hard for us to choose because there's so much going on. We got football season, NBA season's about to start. We got soccer with Champions League, Premier League, World Cup's about to come soon. Like, help us out. Choose some topics for us. Let us know. Y'all got me on Instagram. Give me send me a DM. Let me know. Leave in the comment section. Any way you can. Let us know. Help some brothers out. Help some compas out.
You already know. So hopefully we guys see you on the next one, and we'll see how our predictions go. We'll see you guys next week on the analysis and the reaction to whatever happens with the games. So we'll see you next time. Thank you guys for being here, and like you said, share, comment, like the video, let everyone know, and we'll see you later.
Peace.